Hello, welcome back to the Underground channel, and I'm bringing a video to show how I keep warm living in a van. I've had some bad luck, and now I'm living in this 2500 series Chevy van. So a lot of people on YouTube tells you the best heaters and stuff, how to stay warm, or how to bundle up and get sleeping bags, because everybody knows that these Mr. Buddy heaters, some people like them and they got the money to keep putting canisters in them, or they hook them up to a bigger propane tank. But a lot of common problems, as you know, if you've watched a lot of these YouTube channels, especially Bob's channel, which he has a great channel and he gives you a lot of good information that how he keeps warm, and that works for him. Well, with me, I keep my van warm by 12-volt system that heats my walls, that heats my floor, which I have a carpeted floor, but it's a 12-volt system too. And when you get up and start walking around and you're in your socks or barefooted, a lot of people like me hate to walk on a cold floor. And if you got a bathroom inside your van, you hate to sit on a cold toilet seat. So you're going to want to, excuse me, don't put your mask on. It's not the coronavirus. So I don't think they have an app for that. But I'm going to give you a revolutionary way to stay warm on a 12-volt system and walk you through it. And on part two, I'm going to start by windows. How can windows heat your van? Another thing is, a lot of people buy these vans and they live in real cold climates up north or even in Alaska, and they buy the white Chevy vans because they're a lot cheaper. Everybody has them. As you can see, I do body work, I paint cars, I paint vans and everything, and restore cars, as you can see. I'm trying not to make this a long video, but if you're living in a van and you're homeless, I think I have a solution for you that would last a lot longer when you're sleeping, and when you wake up, be warm too, and be on a 12-volt system to keep yourself warm in your van. So I'm going to take you through it step by step. Like I said, we're going to start with the windows on part two. And I'm sorry I don't have the equipment, the money for the equipment. And what I'm doing is, as I get it and put it to the test and try this out, that out, I've tried everything under the sun. I've tried the candles with the tops making heat. And when it gets below 30 degrees, these vans, especially if they're white, will be colder on the inside than it is in the outside temperature, because that metal gets cold. And then, you know, your windows, if you don't have proper ventilation, they will ice up, and that even makes it colder in there. And if you live in a van, you know what I'm talking about. And some of you in RVs know what I'm talking about, because they don't hardly put insulation in them things. So on part two, we're going to start with the windows. How can windows be turned around instead of being iced up and making cold air in your van, and making it even colder inside? I'm going to tell you how to stay warm with hardly no blankets at all. Unless you like heavy stuff on top of you and not be able to get circulation in and around your body while you're sleeping. I can't live like that. I mean, I've had to because it was no choice. But I'm going to show you how to stay warm. I'm going to take you step by step how I do it. And we'll go from there on part 2. So you want to subscribe and you want to click the bell so you'll be notified on each part in this series of how to stay warm, how to live in your van. I think I can give you some great ideas because I'm a survivalist. Been a survivalist all my life, especially after I got out of the military. It's just the way I live. And tell you the truth, is a lot cheaper if you learn how to survive the right way. So, without further ado, let's get to the windows.